Are you a person out there who's experiencing hair loss due to wearing wigs, weaves, and extensions for long periods of time? If so, then this video is for you. You definitely want to stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to go in detail about these styles and how it affects the hair and the scalp itself and contributes to hair loss. We're going to talk about preventative measures, and then we're also going to have a challenge for you guys at the end, but you got to stay to the end to find out what that is. All right, I'm going to get right into it. I'm your girl, Miss LA. Thank you for joining the LA Experience. And today we're talking about wigs, weaves, and extensions. And how it contributes to hair loss. So before we do that, let's back up. You know, we got to have class all the time. We got to talk about alopecia. You guys who've been following me and watching my videos, we should know hopefully by now that alopecia actually is another word for hair loss, okay? And hair loss has to do with not just on our head, but it actually has to do with all hair. It can contribute to all hair that's on our body. Right? It's not just due to hairstyle, so I don't want y'all to think that that's the only way to get alopecia, but it could contribute, come from when it comes to any medical conditions, medications, etc. So now we're going to specifically talk today about traction alopecia, okay? Because there's several types of alopecia, but today we're specifically talking about traction alopecia, which deals with wearing tight hairstyles for long periods of time. All right. So I want to ask a question. Did you guys know that there's a difference between weaves and extensions? I bet you didn't know that there's a difference. Well, let me break it down to you. So when we talk about weave, when I'm talking about weaves in this video, weaves are going to deal with your sew-ins or hairstyles that's bonded in, okay? And when I say bonded in, I'm talking about bonded with hair glue only, okay? Not the lace glue, but hair glue. So those will be styles like when I talk about sew-ins, sew-ins pretty much are the ones where you guys were getting your hair braided down, then we're sewing the hair in. Or it's the one where your hair is braided down and we use a net and then we sew it in. Or some people braid it down and they use a stocking cap and braid it in. Any of those, and sew it in. Any of those would be considered your sew-in weaves. Now we have the bonded or the glue, hair glue, weaves, which would be like your quick weaves. So that's probably the most popular one that most people do. I'm not sure if people still do, where we used to do tracks where we would lay it onto the scalp. Okay, so we would lay it onto the scalp in between your own individual hair. Those will be considered bonded or hair glue weaves. Okay. Also, when it comes to the quick weaves, you guys probably noticed that those have like the paper that's on it, those wraps that's on the scalp. Some people use stocking caps to do it, and then we're going to be talking about that a little bit later and how that can contribute to hair loss as well. Also, now those are your weaves. Now let's talk about what extensions are, okay? Because I'm sure you may not have known that there was a difference. So when it comes to extensions, these are going to be like your clip-ins, your micro links, which are those little beads. These are going to be your fusion. Fusion is where we use a special glue that individually bonds to your individual strands. Let's see. So we got clip-ins, we got fusion, we have the micro links, and those will be considered some of your extension type hairstyles, okay? Just want to make sure I didn't leave anything out. The tape-ins, the tape-ins are another one. So let's talk about how does this contribute to hair loss. So let's start with the weaves. So weaves, again, remember, it's your sew-ins, it's your quick weave type hairstyles, any hair glue bonding that's either on the scalp or off the scalp, okay? How this can contribute to hair loss, you guys, let's talk about sew-ins. Depending on how your sew-in is put in, most people kind of have those ankle braids. So let's talk about those. So when people do the ankle braids, that's when we do those real close braids that go across the front of your hairline. If you guys continue to wear those styles on a continuous period of time, remember a lot of times we talk about hair loss comes to traction alopecia deals with tight hairstyles, constant pulling, but also you got it's the weight. So a lot of times what I see is we got hair down to our butts, 40-inch, 50-inch. This is almost like wearing braids, you guys, where we talk about the weight of the hair. Remember, we said our hairline is our most fragile hair, and that's all the way around, front and back. Okay, so when we're doing constant sew-ins and we're always pulling on those areas, whether a person braids tight or not, with that constant weight, constant tension, constant pulling, it's going to contribute to hair loss, right? So how it contributes is pulling hair from the hair follicles, right? And it's damaging those hair follicles, which when we take those sew-ins down, that's why a lot of people have a lot of hair that's lost, right? When it also comes to your sew-ins, what I see a lot is we're wearing them too long. You guys are going to hear me probably through this whole thing talk about that. We need to maintain and protect the crown. We always talking about that. That's what I'm going to always talk about. But we're not protecting the crown. Main thing that I see people focusing on is the aesthetics of it all, the appearance of the sew-in or the quick weave or whatever it is. What we're forgetting that underneath there, you guys, is an actual scalp and it's an actual hair that's under there. I don't care how much hair you have, there's hair there. So we need to protect that crown and do maintenance on it. So that's one of the reason and way that I see that those styles contribute to hair loss, because we're wearing them too long. Okay, 6 weeks, I'll say, you guys, 8 weeks if we pushing it, but it should never go past that. We have to maintain the scalp. So let's talk about that. So if you're wearing sew-ins especially, and let's say on the sew-in you can see your scalp because the person didn't use, or they used a net, but they didn't use like a stocking cap. There are things that you can do while that sew-in is in your head, okay? So let's talk about it. If you have a sew-in in your head, we have a product. We focus on the LAX Hair Journey product line, focuses on hair growth, okay? So in those products, we have biotin in there, we have peppermint, we have rosemary, tea tree. Everything that's in there promotes hair growth. So what am I saying with that to you guys? Is that oil can be placed on the scalp. So again, this is only if you can get to your braids that's underneath there or your scalp that's underneath your sew-in. So how you would use that product, let me get it. How you would use that product is you would put it on your fingertips. Do not run it in your scalp, because running it on the scalp, you guys, is that's all you're doing is running it. Bunch of oil leaking down and nothing is happening, okay? It's just sitting on top of the scalp. The reason I want you to put it onto your fingertips, this is the Hair Journey Hair Growth Oil, okay? I want you to put it on your fingertips because what that's gonna do for you is when you're rubbing that scalp, our oil is not the greasy oil that you guys are used to, okay? I hear a lot of people, they've asked me, I don't want a bunch of greasy oil. I don't either. And trust me, I got it on my hair right now, and does my hair look greasy? No. So what this does, we made it really thin to where it penetrates straight through the skin. So even when you're rubbing it in your hand after a certain period of time, you won't even see it on your fingers whatsoever, okay? You won't see it at all. I'm actually gonna take some. This is something I usually don't do while I'm on here live, but I'm gonna do it because I want y'all to see. I'm not making this up. So this is our Hair Journey Hair Growth Oil. Ooh, and it smells so good, you guys. Got like a pineapple-ish smell. So all of my products are designed to be fruity and smell fabulous. But I want you to see this on my hand. See how that doesn't look greasy at all? That's gonna penetrate into the scalp, okay? And go into the hair follicles, and we want to massage that scalp 3 to 5 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, okay? 2 to 3 times a week, 3 to 5 minutes each time, okay? Put it on the fingertips, massage it in. This is if you got those sew-ins and you get to that scalp, okay? When we got the quick weaves in, again, time frame, 6 to 8 weeks. That's all I want to see, okay? That's all I want to see. In between there, we're going to talk about that here in the end when it comes to all of these extensions and weaves and wigs. What I want y'all to do after the 6 to 8 weeks. That's going to be the challenge, okay? So that is the main thing that I see when it comes to wigs, weaves, and extensions. Okay, I mean to the weaves and extensions. Constant pulling around the edges, okay, which is damaging the hair and damaging the hair follicles, right? It's causing constant pulling from the scalp of your hair to come out, okay? We have to protect the crown. We have to protect it, you guys. Another thing that I see is, and I understand we're going to YouTube, we're trying to save money, we can't find the right stylist. I hear your stories. I get it. However, remember, half of these people that y'all watching on YouTube are not licensed. Okay, so they're teaching you improper ways, okay, to wear these styles. When it comes to the wigs, when it comes to the weaves or it comes to your extensions, they're teaching you all wrong methods. 6 weeks is what I would like to see you guys do. 8 weeks if we pushing it, okay? If you can see your braids or see your scalp, massage the scalp 2 to 3 times a week with our hair growth oil, okay? And also do it 3 to 5 minutes each time. Okay, I promise you, underneath there, your hair will grow. Because the main thing is hair and scalp health is not happening. Okay, so let's talk about when it comes to the wigs, because this is a big one. A lot of you guys wearing these lace fronts, this front, 360s, we're wearing all this stuff, and I'm not against any of it. Okay, I think if this is something we want to do to, you know, improve our appearance or make ourselves, you know, into a whole new person, give me a whole new personality, I say go for it. But this is what I don't like to see, you guys, and I'm gonna share a story here later, but it really touched my heart, and I definitely feel we should talk about it. This should be the platform that we talk about it. But let's talk about wigs. A lot of times when we're doing wigs are going to be one of two things, or both, okay? Most wigs come with the combs, right? They're in the front, they're in the back. Depending on which kind y'all get, because mine is custom, so sometimes I'll get them put in the sides as well, right? So that means your hair underneath should be braided down. Most of the time it's not. The reason for the braid down underneath is for the anchoring of the wig for the combs. But what's happening is, if you guys wear these wigs on a constant basis and put them combs in the same place, do you know that it's irritating your scalp? Do you know it's rubbing the scalp? It's inflaming the scalp. So inflaming just means that it's irritating it. It's causing it to be bruised. It's causing it to, it's causing it to hurt underneath. When we're bruising that area, you guys, what happens if it's constantly in the same place, rubbing, eventually it rubs the hair off, and then it scars the scalp. And remember, we talked about when it comes to scarred alopecia, it becomes a permanent thing. It could be a permanent damage that you put on the scalp to where no hair can ever grow there again. I don't ever want us to get to a place, you guys, where I hear or see people where you guys have permanent damage to where now you got to permanently wear weave and extensions and wigs for the rest of your life. There's hair underneath there, and we're getting ready to talk about it in a second, because this is very, I won't say it's emotional for me, but it is in a way, because I just want to see true hair growth for people, and people really caring about their crown. I want to carefully say that, because I don't want to be offensive or anything, because I'm not an offensive person, but I want us to get into why we're wearing these styles in the first place. So we're going to talk about that. So what's happening, again, back to those wigs, we got the combs is irritating the scalp, okay, which is inflaming the scalp, which can cause scarring to the scalp. And once scarring happens and it's permanent, no hair can grow. Here's the big one. These lace fronts with this glue. Okay, again, stop watching all these YouTube videos of people who not licensed. So what? It's melted and whatever the words are y'all want to use. But what's happening is the hairlines are melting off too. Okay, let's just keep it real. Hairlines are melting off with the melt. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. Go to professionals, not people in their kitchen who not licensed. Go to professional people that this is what they do. I know y'all trying to be cheap and you're trying to save $5, but at the end of the day, you're not saving $5. You want to know why you're not saving $5? Because y'all are constantly buying these wigs every single month, every single week, whatever it is y'all doing. Y'all do know that those meltdowns look good when it's melted for the first time. But then y'all got to keep it up for the rest of the time, right? And then that's the ones that we see in public where it's all lifted up. Y'all done put 10 tons of makeup in it. And guess what? We can still see y'all. Y'all's lace. Y'all's lace. So what happens with the hair follicles is this. If they not putting it in front of the hairline, because that's where it's supposed to go. Okay? If they send it on your hairline, then that's why you don't have a hairline. Okay, it's not supposed to be there. Or if you doing it, or your niece is doing, your daughter, or whoever in your family you got trying to do it to help you save $5. That's why now we don't have no edges. Okay, here's the sad part. I see a lot of ladies who take their wigs off, and they have beautiful hair behind the hair loss. So they've been wearing lace fronts for years. All the edges are missing, but all the rest of their hair is beautiful. But guess what? They're not gonna wear it because of the insecurity of the front. So guess what this means? For life, even though their hair may be down their back or past their shoulders, they're never gonna wear this hair because the front hairline is permanently damaged. You guys are permanently damaging these hairlines. If y'all are missing edges on the side, if y'all are missing the front, is gone. If you missing around the nape, it's gone. We need to talk about preventative measures, you guys, okay? Let's talk about scalp health. Let's talk about it. Scalp health is important, okay? What I'm noticing is most people who wearing these sew-ins, who wearing these quick weaves, who wearing extensions, people who wearing wigs, I'm not sure who taught y'all that we're not supposed to maintain the scalp and the hair underneath. And since no one is teaching you, thank you for watching me because we're going to talk about it, okay? The scalp is important, you guys, just like my face is important. I can't go to bed every night with this makeup on my face every night and expect it to still be in a good condition. This is an extension of our face, just in case you guys cannot see that. We have to do hygiene to the scalp. If you guys really truly want to see healthy hair grow underneath these, styles, and I'm not saying don't wear the styles. You can wear the styles, but you have to maintain underneath. I saw a girl, and this is a real story. She has a calendar for 12 months of the year of which weaves, wigs, and extensions she's going to get every single month. But now, anywhere on that schedule does it talk about her scalp and health to the scalp. If you guys want to see real hair growth, trust me, we need to do what we need to do to protect the crown. We're not protecting the crown. You know what y'all doing? Y'all covering the crown. You're covering the crown so much that you're smothering the crown. You're damaging the crown. You're irritating the crown. You're inflaming the crown. Okay? You're yanking the crown. Meaning strands are coming out from the constant tension and pulling of these styles. We need to do better. Okay? And I'm here to help you. So don't worry about that. So what happened too when we're wearing these styles, you guys, is we're closing off the blood circulation. If you've been watching my videos, I talk about that all the time. Blood circulation is important when it comes to this style, when these styles. Now, am I saying with a quick weave that you can't manipulate the scalp? Yeah, you can, okay? Can you run oil and all that? No, because all your tracks going to fall off. I'm not telling you to do that. But we can massage the scalp while that style is on, okay? If it's on properly, okay? Now, and I'm talking about in between the tracks. Please don't hit the tracks, okay? Because then you're going to say it's Miss LA's fault that my tracks fell out. No. In between those tracks, I need y'all to manipulate that scalp underneath, okay? But anyway, I'm gonna say that to the end, okay? But anyway, that's the main things that I see, you guys. Constant pulling, improper use of bonding glues, okay? Because again, y'all watching these YouTube videos, I'm watching these same videos on purpose because I want to see what y'all seeing out here. And I'm watching some of these quick weaves with so much goddamn glue that it's ridiculous. Another thing too, you guys, did you know by wearing some of these styles too long and too much crap on it? Like, I've never seen a quick weave. Like, I'm 30 years in the game. I've never seen quick weaves where we got liquid cap or scalp protectors or that hair protector. Y'all may not know the name of it, but it gets hard first, okay? They put it on, it gets hard, and it's kind of like a rock. Okay, then they put the rock on, and then now we got the stocking cap on, okay? Now, well, back up. Before the stocking cap, we got the wraps on. Then after the wraps, now we got the stocking cap on, and then boom, we're going into the tracks. Whoever came up with that name, Quick Weave, I want us to stop saying that, because back in the day, I think it was quick. Now, that thing is not quick, especially if we using all of those techniques. The protector, the wraps, the stocking cap, and then we're putting the tracks on. Trust me, it's not quick. It takes about 4 or 5 hours to do those things, just in case y'all didn't know. But did y'all know wearing those styles for too long can cause bacteria underneath? Okay? It can cause fungus to happen. It can cause a lot of type of scalp infections to happen. I don't know if y'all know that, but a lot of times what happens is when your people take your stuff off, like I'm the type of stylist that when I take it off, I want you to see what I see. If I see dirt, if I see bugs, because I have seen that, this is disgusting, but I've seen it. If I've seen bugs or if I see anything in it, I want you to see what I see. The reason I want you to see what I see, because I need you to see that we need to do better. We need to do better, people. If we take baths of our body, this scalp needs a bath, okay? That's why we can't keep stuff up for 4, 5, 6 months. I get it, y'all trying to save money, but at the end of the day, you're not. You know why you're not? Because you constantly buying these wigs, weaves, and extensions. I didn't know bundles had gotten so expensive because I don't wear weave, but I put it in to people. You know what I mean? I didn't know. You know what else too? I learned that going from my own supplier, and you know, I'm just throwing this out here. Don't mean you got to go through me, but the quality of hair that y'all buying. Y'all going to these hair stores that y'all know that they're buying the cheapest quality of hair and putting them in those stores and charging you guys premium money. People like myself, who I have my own supplier, we can get y'all quality wigs and weaves and bundles and whatever it is you want to where the lace is of a quality that y'all don't even know exists out there. Did y'all know that? Yeah, I've been in them stores. I go in there with my clients because they want me to. Miss LA, meet me at the wig store. You know, I'm a good person, so I go. But while I'm in there, I'm already shaking my head like, I'm not going to want us to use any of this crap in here. Trust me, the quality of hair is totally different. I'm not saying that it's fake hair. It's real hair. It's human hair, but it's a different quality. The people who use the systems that I have, they could tell the difference. In these silk bases or satin bases, y'all probably didn't even know that lace can come that way, but you can't even feel it on your scalp. It's flawless. It's amazing. Okay, that wasn't a plug for anything, but I'm just letting y'all know. When y'all are buying this stuff that's cheap quality, that's what's rubbing on the hairlines. As it's rubbing on the hairlines, you guys, is irritating it, and then it's taking that hair right off, cleans off the scalp. Wear the styles, not forever. Okay? 6 weeks. If y'all can do 6 weeks, that would be amazing. Because think about it. If you getting a style, and I know y'all paying a lot. I don't know. I'm going to say, what, $200 or whatever. And y'all break that down into 6 weeks. It's not much money. So take it off. Okay? So some preventative measures. Avoid excessive tension when y'all installing these wigs. Take breaks in between. Moisturize and massage the scalp. That is going to be. Remember I told you it's a challenge at the end. So here's some of the challenges. These preventative measures are the challenge. Okay? Avoid having your little niece now put these lace fronts on who don't know what they're doing. I get it, they can melt it. I'm not saying, you know, niece can't do it. Or your daughter can't do it. Or even your sister can't do it. However, they're not professionals, right? Oh, here's another big one, you guys. Taking them off. Ooh, especially the ones with the glue, even sew-ins too, and quick weaves, okay, and extensions. What I've seen is, again, we're being cheap. So we're not going to the professionals like we need to. So I've seen people literally, even in my chair, like while they're here and I'm trying to put the solution on and let it sit and do what it do, they just start ripping. Wow. And I have to stop them. Hold on. We're not doing that. You don't rip stuff out of your head. I mean, you just don't. It's like a Band-Aid. You can't rip a Band-Aid off of a wound. That's what's happening right now when y'all ripping, because y'all in such a hurry. We got to hurry up. I got a date. I got to do this. Quit being in such a rush when it comes to the crown. Y'all take 2-3 hours doing this face, putting lashes, all this stuff on the face. Y'all go to pay for the nails and do what you're going to do for that many hours. We are neglecting the scalp. That's the problem, you guys. We're neglecting the scalp. It's all about the aesthetics of it all, what it looks like. I want to, listen, this is a new word I learned. This is how you know I'm old school. I want the bust down. For y'all don't know what a bust down, that's them styles y'all see these young girls who got that part in the middle and it's all long. They call it the bust down. I just learned that yesterday. I'm so old school, I didn't even know. But that's all people focus on. Let me get the bust down. Let me get this. But what's happening is when you take the bust down, all under here is coming down and off too. I'm not trying to laugh, but I'm like, come on, people. You're washing your bodies. You're washing your parts. I hope you're washing your face. But then we forget, we call it shampoo, but then you forget to wash your hair or your scalp. This scalp is the main thing needed, the maintenance of that scalp for you guys to grow hair. Did you know that? Without any manipulation, without any products, without any breaks in between. So that's another one, preventative. Stop wearing it for so long, and then in between we don't do any breaks. Another part of this challenge, okay? So number one for this challenge and a preventative measure is I want to see you guys, I'm going to give you a challenge for a week. We just going to do baby steps, a week. For a week, I want you, whatever style you got, if it's a wig, if it's a whatever, I want you to massage that scalp with the LAX Hair Journey Hair Growth Oil. Okay, this is only if you got extensions. Now, I want you to put it on the fingertips like we talked. So remember that oil earlier? Remember I told you it was going to penetrate and go into the scalp? Okay, don't be judging my nails, but I've been rubbing my hair. Where is it? I've been talking this whole time. Okay, so I haven't, and I've only just been, if I did have said anything, I've been rubbing my hands, but I just wanted y'all to see how it penetrates into the skin. Which, think about it, if these are my hair follicles underneath, and I'm pressing it into the scalp, it's going to go where it needs to go. It's not going to sit on top of the scalp and clog follicles, which is not what we want, right? So I have that oil, the LAX Hair Journey Hair Growth Oil, okay? Now, that's your challenge. If you're wearing extensions, if you have any extensions on, or any weaves like sew-ins that you can get in between to the scalp, okay? If you do not have where you can get to the scalp, but you got quick weaves or bonded glues, hairstyles in, your challenge still is to massage the scalp. I get it that you guys cannot put the oil on because the tracks will fall straight off, but you can manipulate the scalp. So here's the challenge for all people. 3 to 5 minutes, 2 to 3 times per week. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Now, my people who wear wigs, they can come off. Okay, these are the ones y'all taking off at night. This is another one that I see. You guys who are wearing wigs and you have hair underneath and you taking the wigs off at night, stop being lazy. Once a week, that's y'all's challenge. Once a week, I want to see you shampoo your own hair underneath. Protect the crown, you guys. So, I have 2 products for you. We got the Hair Journey products. So, you got the Hair Journey, depending on what you're trying to achieve. If you're a person who wants to grow your hair underneath, Hair Journey Hair Growth Products. Now, if you're a person who you're experiencing dry hair, I have a new product we just came out with called Hydra Crown. It's a full line, shampoo, conditioner. It has leave-in conditioner, both sides does. Leave-in conditioner. It also has its own hair growth oil, and then it has a hair growth balm, okay? The hair growth balm is a light oil as well that you can massage onto the scalp as well, okay? So again, Hydra Crown for my people with dry hair. You're experiencing dry hair, because I hear that a lot with natural hair. Or if a person, you're trying to grow your hair. So with this product, it promotes hair growth. It also nourishes the hair as well. But this product is designed for hydration and moisture of really dry hair. So you know what your hair feels like. If it feels brittle and hard, then Hydro Crown is for you. Okay, so challenges again. If I got weaves and extensions that I can get to my scalp, 3 to 5 minutes per day. 2 to 3 times a week, 3 to 5 minutes each time. We're gonna massage the scalp. If I have a quick weave, 3 to 5 minutes, 2 to 3 times per week. Okay, no oil. If I have a wig that I can take it off, we're gonna do the full shebang once a week. Full. That's your challenge. Okay, protect the crown underneath. You're taking it off. It's like taking off a hat or a scarf. Take that thing off, and when you see hair underneath, we need to do something with it. Natural does not mean naturally don't do nothing to it. Whoever taught y'all that, I want you to get it out of your brain. I have another video that I'm coming out with. I'm going to go in deep of why natural hair people do not wear their natural hair. And then I'm going to help you with some solutions. I got y'all. Y'all should know me by now. I got you. Okay? I'm making sure I'm doing that video right. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Why natural hair people do not wear their own natural hair. And then I'm going to have some solutions for you guys to help you wear your own natural hair. And be proud of your natural hair. Okay? I'm proud of my natural hair. Most of y'all might not know, but my whole top is natural. But I've decided to be a straight natural. And we're going to talk about that too. Okay? So those are your challenges, right? And another thing, if y'all going to wear these wigs and extensions, please get some high quality. Don't mean it's going to be any more than what y'all pay, because y'all already paying a lot of money. Just find people that could get you high quality wigs and extensions. Okay? Will it cost you a little money sometimes to invest? Yeah, but the good part about high quality is you got to get to keep it for a long period of time. All right. So hopefully I have educated you guys a little bit more than where you were already. And then I definitely want to leave you guys with this. Definitely protect the crown. Okay, that is definitely important to me. Do those challenges I have for you guys. 2 to 3 times per week, 3 to 5 minutes per time, massaging that scalp. Okay, hair journey, hair growth oil, if you can get to that scalp. Okay, if you're a person, your wig can come off. Hide your crown. If your hair is dry, trying to grow your hair underneath, hair journey. Okay, hair journey also helps to moisturize the hair, but your Hydro Crown is going to hydrate and moisturize, and we're going to do a video on what's the difference between the two. Okay, so those are your challenges, and at the end I want to leave you with this, you guys. Love your hair. If you love you, then this should be an extension of you underneath those styles. Okay, enjoy those styles. I want you to enjoy each and every one of those styles, but I want you to protect the crown underneath those styles. Okay, I hope I've educated you guys and given you information that's helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you for watching.